morning. How are you? Good. Kwa yake kila kitu. Nimechapa yote hiyo. Na wewe? Ai, sio kuhudumia. It's important, huh? Very good.
Yeah, we've done a lot of local international. Excited discussions in the country.
But did you introduce him the chairman of Kenya?
Yes.
About 2 years ago.
Wacha mimi niko mbali. Niko Vipingo. Fundo lo ya mwenyewe. Nitapigia za simu. Huu mzee. Ndio Brent. Nimepewa introduction.
It's very nice. It's not alcoholic.
Nimemwambia.
Maliza alafu okay.
My name is Shafiq Abdallah, the partner of Blue Green Limited. Blue Green Estate is a 75-acre project which is divided into halves and quarter acres, which is located in Vipingo, Vipingo, in Kilifi County, which is around 30 minutes from Nyali, and with the new roads, maybe it will be 20 minutes. Anything else?
Let's talk about the project.
Okay, the project we have, just cut it. He'll talk about the project. We're just supposed to.
What we are doing here today.
Yes, today here we're here doing the launch of the project with all the directors and all invited guests around with the sales agents and all the prospects around Kenya. Okay. Next. Too much details because
Too much details here. We don't give right now.
we don't want to give right now because there's a reason.
Maybe I could just add.
My name is Frederick Bai. I'm a practicing landscape architect by profession, and I'm part of the consultancy team that has handled most of the planning around this Kuruitu master plan, blue-green master plan. What I would say is that when we came here, we were first of all amazed with the intrinsic value that this 75-acre plot was showcasing us. And what we did eventually is to come up with a residential community, and as part of the master planning process, we are not going to just do subdivision. We are saying that the blue-green estate will be part of a community of Kuruitu, and that we are going to be aligning ourselves and most probably getting in touch with the extensive environment that this space, or rather this place, actually offers. So the 75 acres is going to be accommodating quarters and acres, and what we are in tuned to do with our green measures is to first of all maintain the greenery that is existing here, and that the value that is being proposed from the master planning process is that you are not just going to be buying a plot, you are going to be buying a residence, you are going to be buying a home. So that is also in tune with the environment, in that we are having, we are very close to the ocean on this other side, as my colleague has mentioned, in regards to the blue aspect, and of course now the green aspect is whatever the land is giving us as the value. So inside the 75-acre master plan, we are going to also be having a lot of convenience in regards to streets that we have provided. So we have a very elaborate access to these homes that we are going to be provided, and these homes are going to be clustered in communities, which is part of the process of the master plan, and that part of the infrastructural amenities will include convenience stores. As much as we are having the direct access from the Mombasa-Malindi highway and also the malls that are coming up next to Vipingo, we are also going to be providing convenience stores inside. So the tuck shop of sort of organized living to provide for salons, barbers, a small grocery will be part of what we are going to be providing in the whole master plan. So eventually, we are going to get added value from the plots that we are providing, and we welcome all the investors and assure them that this is a well and responsible investment for them to come. So ideally, what eventually has come up is once you buy a plot, we give you guidelines that offers some sense of control so that we eventually get the community that we actually want. Okay, so we have very good gardens, play areas. So what we are going to be doing is we allow you to build, but under the guidelines that are provided. Yeah. So we give proper controls, especially for the fact that we want these homes to be secured enough. We want these homes to actually give us the value that we intend them to give, and by that you have to follow specific guidelines that we give you, but you build your own home. Yes. So we have quarters and halves. Okay, so a quarter is close to around 2,000 square meters, and a half is close to, sorry, a quarter is around 1,000 square meters, and a half is close to 2,000 square meters. And there is some flexibility that we brought in, whereby 2 quarters can actually be a half, but those are just part of the strategies. So we'll be looking close to those square meters in regards to how big and how we can create the home. Shafik, you want me to talk about that, or we have a legal team for that?
Yes, we have a legal team which handles all the financials. Yes. Okay.
So for
Okay, maybe from a quarter acre is from 5 million onwards, and half acre is 8 million onwards. That- we have a wall, a secured wall. The security will be 24-hour security. We'll have a management company which will handle the service. There'll be roads, there'll be electrical fencing, there'll be all the plot is walled. There'll be one entrance. So that's how we are going to handle the security.
and
No. Yes.
okay, so when we sell the plot, you as the owner of the plot will be responsible to build your house under the guidelines, of course. But one of the sense that we are bringing that is unique to this site is that we are going to be providing you with the infrastructure and services in regards to setting you up, so that you don't have the issue of looking for water, for power. You already tap into the infrastructure that is already there. That is important to us. And also for the community aspect, apart from what Shafik has mentioned in regards to the security, our whole setup is positioned in a manner that we are using clusters as also part of the security, so that each and every section of or a group of plots is living in a cluster. There is some sense of community there, and hence the security itself. So there are a couple of levels or hierarchy of security measures that has been applied, and that is what we do, and that is what you do. So we want to make it less painful for anyone who would want to build here by providing him with those main aspects of living, and then now the responsibility only falls on you coming and building the home for yourself.
You talked about guidelines on how the buyer will put up their houses. So what kind of these guidelines are we put in place? Like you are very specific that you need a house that looks like this.
No, actually, you want to say?
Maybe I could just give you something in a nutshell. Huh? So they said as quarter and half acre plots. These quarter and half acre plots have a certain kind of design that we have in our master plan. In that master plan, all buildings that will be erected on those plots will be under a controlled guideline. Those control guidelines allows you to design your house the way you want it, but maybe you cannot design 5 or 6 floors. Those kind of guidelines. So maybe you're restricted to 1 or 2 maximum. The design of the house can be of your choice, but those are the guidelines that my colleagues are saying. You will be told you cannot build past this to secure your neighbor, because this is all going to be a community. So you have to be your neighbor's friend, okay? And those kind of small guidelines. And then you have now where the roads will pass, the security system that is incorporated in this community, the control measures to make sure that your neighbor and you are comfortable being inside one area for the future, for the children who will be here, for the other people who wish to retire and investment. Everyone has now a piece of land where everyone has a standard guideline, but your choice of looks are your choice of looks. Yeah? Yeah?
So,
Okay.
The guideline is that we're going to have it's ground plus one. That's it. So
Yeah, so you can
yeah.
say that, yeah?
ground plus one.
Ground plus one.
We respect the privacy of the people. Yes. So people want to buy a land where they can have privacy. So if you see that, so we will only allow ground plus one, and then a certain coverage
yes.
of the plot, so to maintain the greenery.
I can actually add.
Okay.
So, yes, as Altaf has mentioned, the guidelines are not going to be specific to the building itself. It's just that the control that we are talking about will be to make sure the right setbacks and easements are advised, and also because of our green nature, we want a specific percentage of the green coverage. So we have specific plot ratios that need to be followed and specific ground covers that are supposed to be followed. But we are not restricting you in the house design. You can do your house design the way you want, but because we are venturing into doing the green aspect in terms of the whole master plan, we try and make sure that you only cover specific areas and you leave these other specific areas to keep the value of the plots. Yes. Yes, ground plus one. That's what Shafiq has mentioned.
So 2 floors maximum.
Just 2 floors maximum,
floor and
and one on top. Yeah. Yes.
Let's assume someone, customer wants to buy, but now they have resources. So is there anything that your company is doing, maybe to link them to the finances like the bank? You have that kind of partnership?
Yes. Even today at the launch, we have several banks with us who are here on site exhibiting that somebody, if he is not able to pay for the land, there are several banks here, who, like Absa Bank, Family Bank, NCBA, they're all here. So people can come, talk to them, and they can get a financing proposal from them.
So you have no specific partnership with banks?
No, we are open. So we don't have a specific, so there are several banks. Yes. Thank you very much.
The idea of Blue Green is to have as many partners as possible. So if you have your choice of bank and you want to deal with them and they're giving you a good rate, you're free to do so. So that is now in terms of funds to erect your building. You can still approach the same bank or a different one, so they can finance you on the land purchase and on the building purchase. But again, it depends on that landowner now to approach the bank and
Bookings, how can they get to...
them on. We have, or right now we have a desk that you can place your booking right now. And then we also have the AI app on the where you can just send us a message and somebody will revert to you. Yeah.
Physical office outside this?
So we have an office here, but the social media line gives you access to the mobile line that somebody is always there to reply what you want.
Leo, these are a couple of trees. Sufi. Wachana naye.
Habari yako mdosi? Habari ya siku? Sijakuona siku nyingi. Habari ya shule? Salama. Habari zenu? How are you? Salama, habari yenu? Salama, how are you? Ah, okay. Situmia yangu basi. Okay. Itaweza huko.
Chica. Chica.
Yes. I think I've come here because of the blue-green, it's called blue-green investment, real estate. It's a 75-acre project with about 55 or 57, huh? Up to 58 units. But the investment is big. If you consider all those units, if you calculate at the lowest of even investing at 5 million a plot, which is here is much higher, you know the amount involved. But this is part of the issues we were marketing last December here in Vipingo on the investment at the investment conference, and you can see how many people have come. You have this one, there's Optiven the other side, the others. There are many companies who have come already at the Vipingo Special Economic Zone. Over 200 investors have already signed with the government of Kenya to invest. There's already a company which has come to meet the county from India who are going to develop the infrastructure. The same thing we are trying to market for Kayafungo. So this is a milestone on our development agenda of this county from the private sector. And we encourage many other private sector investors to come in and invest in Kilifi. The county government have given a very clear and conducive environment for investors. We'll collaborate with them to make sure that we achieve these projects. These projects, so I'm sure when the project starts, many of youngsters will get employment here, from the construction to after. after every owner of one of the properties should be here, we'll have either a worker or two. So this will also create employment to our people. So nashukuru sana kwamba leo niko hapa kuanzisha mradi huu. Asanteni.
Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuwajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo idumu jumuiya yetu.
Asanteni sana. I would like to our distinct directors of the Blue Green Estates